Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the fight between JP Buys and Jacob Silva, which is a flyweight fight at Dana White's Contender Series 2020 Week 10. Now, this fight, as I said, is a flyweight fight. JP Buys is currently 8-2, Jacob Silva 6-3. JP Buys, the far younger fighter, at 24.5 years old. Jacob Silva, 32.5 years old. So I don't really think there's going to be that big of an age advantage, if there even is any, for JP Buys in this fight. Also, JP Buys is 5'6" tall, has a 66-inch reach. Jacob Silva, 5'5" tall, and has a 67-inch reach. So a slight height advantage for JP Buys in this fight, and a slight reach advantage for Jacob Silva in this fight. Alright, so if you look at those tabulation predictions for this fight, out of 308 votes, 93% of the votes are going for JP Buys to win this fight, mainly by knockout. Some people think he's going to win the fight by submission, and then a couple of people do think he's going to win the fight by unanimous decision. Only 7% are going for Jacob Silva to win this fight, and most of them believe he's going to win by knockout or unanimous decision. Alright, so Jacob Buys, 8-2. He started his career back in 2015 with a first-round rear naked choke submission. Lost his next fight by rear naked choke submission in the first round. Came back with a first-round rear naked choke submission, a second-round knockout, and then a first-round arm triangle choke submission against the guy who previously beat him by first-round rear naked choke submission. But in his next fight after that, which was on Dana White's Contender Series against Joby Sanchez back in 2017, he ended up getting his first loss with the promotion by second-round TKO. After that loss against Joby Sanchez, he ended up coming back with a first-round guillotine, a third-round knockout, a fourth-round TKO, and then a first-round TKO in the LFA against Christian Rodriguez Jr., getting him this shot in the Contender Series back again in 2020. Alright, so Jacob Silva, I mean, he is 6-3, started his career off back in 2014 with 2 losses. He ended up losing his first 2 fights by first-round knee bar submission and unanimous decision. Came back after those 2 losses with a first-round triangle, a first-round knockout, third-round knockout, fifth-round knockout, followed by a first-round TKO, which got him on a Dana White's Contender Series, where he ended up fighting Jeffrey Molina, but ended up losing that fight by unanimous decision. Alright, so a lot of you guys might think JP Buys is going to go out there and probably get a knockout in this fight. Most of the Tapology predictors really think he's going to go out there and get a knockout. I don't really think that's the case. I really think this fight's going to go all the way. We know JP Buys has power. We know he has very good submission skills. If you look at those wins as a pro, 4 have come by submission, 3 have come by knockout. So he has finished every single one of his fights. The reason I think this is going to be the one that isn't a finish is just because the fight between Jacob Silva and I believe, what was his name? Jeffrey Molina on the Contender Series about 2 months ago. I mean, Jeffrey Molina landed some really powerful shots in that fight. Did really good on the ground as well, but was not able to finish Jacob Silva. I believe JP Buys could definitely finish Jacob Silva in this fight, but I think this fight goes all the way. And I think JP Buys dominates to get a unanimous decision victory, getting him a shot inside the UFC. Alright, if you agree, disagree, or have something to say, make sure to put comments below, and respect to every show in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. It's been fun, but I'm out of here.